Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Tonight is date night. My boyfriend and I are going out to dinner, so I am going to take you along with me while I get ready. My makeup look is pretty simple and easy, or anything that you can't do, so follow along to see how I get ready for date night. I'm going to go ahead and talk you through my makeup routine. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyelids, and I am using one of my favorite products for this. One of the YouTubes that I followed recently put this in one of their kind of top hated products for the year of 2014, which I thought was super duper surprising, but it just kind of goes to show you that everybody likes something different. This is the ELF eyeshadow primer. I get this at Target for about $1, and I really do like it. It's not just because it's cheap. Now that I have my eyeshadow primer applied, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a shadow that's very close to my skin tone. This is Sunrise from ULTA, and I'm just going to put that all over. I'm going to put that from brow bone to lash line. For me personally, this really helps me blend out my other colors. And I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. This is a Sigma E25 blending brush. It's just the short-handled version. I'm not being precise at all. This is just very quick and very easy. Again, that's just going to help me to blend out the other shadows that I put on top. Using that same brush, I'm using this quad from Clinique. I got this free. The color that we're going to start with is Peach Pop. That's this one right here. From the inner corner to the outer corner, focusing just on the lid space. I don't really need to bring this up into the crease very much. I know sometimes layering these shadows can really seem like a lot of work, but that's one way to get a lot of depth and a lot of interest into a look. If you feel the need, you could come back through with a clean blending brush and just blend and soften that shadow even more, but I don't feel the need to do that. The brush that I'm using is the Sonia Kashuk number 106 small eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be using L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow. This is in 557 Glistening Garnet. This is one of their pressed pigments. It's a beautiful shade. I'm just going to load up the brush with that, and then I'm going to start applying that from the outer corner, working my way towards the center of the lid. I want most of the color to be deposited over here. To help eliminate fallout, I am just patting this on. This is one of the reasons why I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush. This is another reason why I like to start with eyes first. It makes blending and cleanup a lot easier. I'm going to go to that Sigma E25 blending brush that I used to lay down that peach color, and I'm just going to blend this. I am going to go back, and I'm going to take that flat shader brush, and I'm going to put a little bit more product on the outer corner. And I'm keeping this, I would say, to about the outer third. I don't want to go all the way over. I just want to darken that outer corner there. And back to that blending brush and blend that out. With a clean blending brush, I'm just going to take a little bit more of that Sunrise, and I'm just going to go back over that and make sure that it's really softly blended out up on that brow bone area. I'm going to use the French Vanilla. This is a matte shade. Since I've got a lot of shimmer going down on the lid, I don't necessarily want a very bright, very banging kind of a brow highlight. And I'm just going to use another flat shadow brush. This is the Sonia Kashuk number 103. This is the medium shadow brush. I'm going to prime the face. Today I'm going to use the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser from Maybelline. I do like this product a lot. It is a silicone-based primer. I just take a pea-sized amount. I'm going to rub that between my fingers here, and then I'm going to start applying it where I have large pores, which is right here. It's where most people have it. And then you can see I also have some dry skin here that's a little bit kind of flaky, scaly. I like to press this over it because that also kind of helps my foundation glide over those areas where otherwise it might normally drag and catch and not look very pretty. Then I'm going to do my foundation using a technique that I used to use exclusively and then I just fell away from it. Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. This is in the shade 2N1 Desert Beige, and this is the ELF Professional Foundation Brush. So I'm just going to take some of my foundation, and I like to try to use as little as possible. So I'm really just going to start with a small amount. I like to start on my forehead in the center, and then basically from the center of my forehead, I like to paint the foundation outwards. I really like the coverage to be thickest in the center of my forehead and then fade outward. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to get any foundation or product out of my eyebrows. I'm not doing a whole lot to my brows right now, but what I am going to do is I am going to set them in place, and I'm just using Great Lash Clear Mascara from Maybelline just to set those in place. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner next. That way I can then go through and I can put my under eye concealer on and then set that and not have to touch it or fuss with the area. So I'm using my favorite liquid liner. This is Prestige Liquid Eyeliner in black. It's my favorite liquid liner of all time. I'm going to do my under eye concealer next. Today I am using Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser, and I really like this. And then I am going to set that under eye concealer immediately, and I am using the Anastasia Contour Kit, and I'm going to use the banana powder here in the center, and I am just going to use the ELF small tapered brush to do so. I am now going to set my foundation. I am using Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. This is in the shade 005 Silky Beige, and I'm just going to apply the lightest amount of that possible with the ELF complexion brush. And put on my mascara at this point. I'm using two different ones. I just purchased the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but I'll let you know as soon as I make a decision. But I'm going to use this as my first coat. For my second coat, I'm going to use L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. And there are the two coats. This is a really good time to do whatever you're going to do to your under eye area. I am actually going to put a little bit of powder under there, and I'm just going to use powder from my contour kits, and I'm using this one here. Right down here. And on a pencil brush, I am just going to run that underneath of here. I'm stopping this where my lashes stop, and I'm just doing this to bring a little bit of color and definition. I am going to put mascara on the bottom lashes, but that's it. I'm not going to line them or anything. The goal is to keep that very soft and diffused. And then I am going to take the Rimmel Lash Accelerator and put that on my lower lashes. I'm not going to contour today, I'm just going to bronze, and I'm using my ELF contouring blush and bronzer. And I'm just going to use the bronzing color, and I'm just going to tap my large fluffy brush in that, tap the excess off. For my blush today, I'm going to use NYX Pinched. This is one of my favorite blushes, and I'm just going to use my ELF blush brush to put that on. I like to load both sides of the brush and then tap it off. And then you can smile or not smile, but basically apples of the cheeks, and then pouncing this back along my cheekbone. And then once I pretty much have the color on, then I start to kind of blend this out and blend this back. Of all the products, blush is one of the most difficult to remove. You can always add more, but you really can't remove it. The lipstick that I'm using today is a new one that I just got, and it is called Blissful Berry 410.